In a world where picking the right city to raise a family feels as important as choosing the perfect bedtime story, one that actually puts the kids to sleep, we have got your back. We have rounded up the top 10 family-friendly cities around the globe, places where safety, education, healthcare, and quality of life are not just buzzwords. They are the real deal. So grab your favorite snack, and maybe hide it from the kids, and let's take a fun, fuss-free tour of the best cities to call home with your little crew. Number 10. Adelaide, Australia. Adelaide, often overshadowed by its flashier siblings like Sydney and Melbourne, is the quiet achiever of the Aussie family. It's affordable, calm, and full of green space, basically the introvert with a garden of cities. Public schools are great, and the traffic is so manageable you might forget how to honk. With a Mediterranean climate, weekends often include picnics, beach trips, or backyard cricket. There are parks everywhere, seriously. It's like the city was designed by a kid with a treehouse obsession. The sense of community is real, with neighbors who actually say hello and sometimes bring cake. Low crime and a relaxed pace of life make it perfect for raising kids without losing your mind. Adelaide is not loud, but it quietly wins gold in the best place to raise a family decathlon. Number 9. Stockholm, Sweden. Stockholm is the IKEA of cities, sleek, smart, and surprisingly cozy once you figure out how it all fits together. It's a haven of clean design, cleaner air, and public systems that work like they've been beta tested for parents. Green spaces are everywhere, so your kids can run wild while you sip eco-certified coffee in peace. The education system is stellar, and kids somehow grow up fluent in tech, English, and emotional intelligence. Public transport is so efficient, it could probably babysit in an emergency. Healthcare is high quality and hassle-free. And don't even get us started on the parental leave, it's basically a sabbatical. There's a strong sense of equality, which means dads pushing strollers is as common as rain in spring. In Stockholm, family life is organized, supportive, and just stylish enough to feel like a lifestyle magazine come to life. Number 8. Montreal, Canada. Montreal combines the charm of Europe with the friendliness of Canada, and maybe a bit of maple syrup magic. This bilingual city lets kids grow up saying bonjour and hey in the same sentence. Public schools are strong, the healthcare system is solid, and winter festivals make snow feel like a lifestyle. There's always something going on. Jazz festivals, food fairs, and spontaneous street performers juggling fire. The parks are spacious, and the bike paths are so good they might convince you to finally fix that old bike. Cost of living is reasonable, by Canadian city standards, so your wallet does not cry every grocery trip. The community vibe is real. Neighbors will lend you sugar and probably invite you to a BBQ. In Montreal, raising a family feels like living in a fun, friendly snow globe of culture. Number 7. Helsinki, Finland. Helsinki is like that friend who always has snacks, a first aid kit, and an app for everything. It's one of the safest cities in the world, and the education system is so good it makes other countries blush. Kids spend time outdoors, even in snowstorms. Apparently, it's part of the national personality. Playgrounds are everywhere, and some are so creative they make adults jealous. Museums are family-friendly, and even public saunas are welcoming to little feet. Work-life balance isn't just a buzzword, it's practically a city law. Healthcare, public services, and parental support are top-tier and stress-reducing. In Helsinki, parenting feels less like survival and more like a very well-organized adventure. Number 6. Zurich, Switzerland. Zurich is the Swiss Army knife of cities, precise, polished, and surprisingly fun. The public transport is so punctual, it might as well run on Swiss watches. Kids grow up multilingual, outdoorsy, and suspiciously well-behaved. Schools are excellent, and healthcare runs smoother than a Toblerone wrapper. Even the playgrounds look like architectural masterpieces. Crime rates are low, and the lakes are so clean you'll question your tap water. It's a city where raising a family feels like being in a brochure that never ages. Number 5. Vienna, Austria. Vienna is what happens when elegance meets everyday livability. The trams are punctual, the pastries are perfect, and the culture is non-stop. Kids grow up appreciating art, music, and how to behave in a cafe without launching sugar packets. Public services are so efficient. Even the paperwork feels oddly polite. Green spaces are everywhere. There's a decent chance your child's first word might be squirrel. On weekends, families casually stroll through imperial gardens like it's no big deal. The schools and healthcare are top tier like Mozart, but modern and with Wi-Fi. And don't be surprised if your kid brings home homework and the newfound appreciation for classical opera. In Vienna, family life doesn't just run smoothly, it pirouettes gracefully through a Strauss soundtrack. Number 4. Copenhagen, Denmark. Copenhagen is what happens when a fairy tale grows up, gets a mortgage, and still makes time for bike rides and fresh pastries. It's the kind of place where kids ride cargo bikes to kindergarten, while parents sip organic coffee and debate which playground has the best slide. Education here is top tier, and healthcare is practically Viking-level strong minus the horn helmets. The city's love for cycling is contagious. Even toddlers look like Tour de France prospects in training wheels. Community spirit thrives, and it's not uncommon to find dads on parental leave pushing strollers next to duck-filled canals. With a mix of urban style and small-town heart, Copenhagen makes parenting feel less like a chore and more like a group project that actually works. Just don't try to jaywalk, it's basically social heresy. Number 3. Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne is like that cool aunt who drinks flat whites, knows all the indie bands, and still packs healthy snacks for your lunchbox. This vibrant city serves up a mix of culture, creativity, and kangaroos. Not in the city, but still. Schools are top tier, healthcare is excellent, and the locals are friendlier than a golden retriever in a beach hat. Families can bask in parks that feel like nature's playgrounds, or spend weekends at the coast building sandcastles and dodging seagulls with questionable morals. Melbourne's tram system is charming and efficient, just like everything else here. Add in street art, festivals, and food that deserves its own holiday, and you've got a city where raising kids feels like a delightful subplot in a very stylish sitcom. Number 2. Munich, Germany. Munich is like a well-oiled BMW, smooth, reliable, and engineered for excellence. This Bavarian beauty is more than just beer gardens and pretzels, though those help too. With top-notch public services, a booming economy, and a lifestyle that balances efficiency with charm, it's practically a blueprint for family perfection. Schools are excellent, healthcare is rock solid, and there are more parks than you could shake a bratwurst at. Families here can ski in the Alps by morning and explore world-class museums by afternoon. Safety? So high, you'll feel guilty locking your front door. Even the dogs seem polite. Whether it's playgrounds or piano recitals, Munich delivers structure with soul. Raise your kids here, and they'll probably organize your fridge by expiration date. Number 1. Singapore. Singapore is basically the Hermione Granger of cities, smart, tidy, and always one step ahead. If cities had report cards, Singapore would get straight A's, and probably tutor the others too. This urban paradise blends East and West with a laser focus on cleanliness, safety, and getting stuff done right. Public transport, so efficient, you'll think teleportation is next. Education, world class. Healthcare, practically futuristic. Families will love the spotless parks, kid-friendly museums, and food courts that offer everything from sushi to satay under one roof. And yes, you can let your kids roam free without fear. Just don't let them chew gum seriously. It's illegal. Singapore is where family dreams don't just survive, they get upgraded to first class. And there you have it, the top 10 cities where family life isn't just good, it's gosh darn great. If you enjoyed this little globe-trotting adventure, go ahead and smash that like and don't forget to subscribe. Drop a comment below and tell us which city you pack your juice boxes for. Thanks for watching, and remember, happy family, happy life, especially with good Wi-Fi and playgrounds.